you have this thing called Tycoon Manifesto. And
Yeah.
one line in particular, no, caught my attention. And it says, I don't sell to my clients. I let the sales process do the selling. And I think that's a huge mindset shift, no? And
Yeah.
maybe people watching this might have a hard time wrapping their brains around it, no? Kasi when I read that, parang it took me aback as well. No? That made me really think what you meant. No? Let me absorb it first. Ano ba tong sinasabi ni Fibo? But kaya what
Yeah.
does it mean? Can you tell us more about this particular line?
Yeah. So let me share with you a story now when I was doing network marketing. Grabe yung experience ko sa MLM. I really did not regret it. I really did not regret all my failures because mas na-appreciate ko kasi yung anong meron ko ngayon because of that. Okay, so
Mm.
ano to? I was going to coffee shops and just selling to them, you know? I was just waiting for people to pass by, waiting for a jeepney and just selling to them. And you think sabihin natin target mo, you just want to talk to 10 prospects a day. Sige. But what happens kasi is, you go to prospect number 1, you get rejected. You go to prospect number 2, you get rejected. You go to prospect number 3, you get rejected. What do you think your energy would look like sa prospect number 4? Of course, it's gonna be negative. You would want to quit. You would want to, even if you're gonna say, I'm not gonna quit, but yung energy mo, yung vibe mo is, you're not gonna be happy, of course. So, I realized the business kasi is the number one key why business owners give up. It's because they're emotional of what's happening in the business. So for example, that's why sinasabi ko na this is my belief na it's not for everyone because it's only for people who are willing to go up and down. Yung iba kasi they just want a flat line, different personalities kasi per person, no? Others kasi they just want a flat parang stable lang talaga. So usually mag-fit sila talaga sa corporate world. Pero business kasi has ups and downs. Like let's say ngayon, times 10 yung income mo. After the next 5 months, wala kang income. After the next 2 months, double your income. After the next 4 months, wala na namang income. So, the reason why I share that, it's because if I connect it to selling, if ikaw, mano-mano ka nagsiselling, your energy for every prospect would be different because it will be dependent on your previous na prospect. So, sabihin natin, minura ka sa previous na prospect mo. Okay, what would happen to your next prospect? So parang gusto mo, you just want to finish it for the sake lang of hitting your quota. However, instead of you just manually selling it, if you let a sales process, a system do the selling, hindi iiyak yung funnel mo, hindi iiyak yung sales process mo, hindi iiyak yung website mo. And that for me is a major shift because ngayon, you're now detaching yourself from the business, you're looking at a bigger perspective na meron ka ng robot. Okay, because a sales process is just basically like an agent. It's a salesperson. But etong salesperson na to, okay, ikaw pa rin to, pero hindi ka na nare-reject. Yung nire-reject yung computer na lang. Okay, and that works because you have an email, follow-up sequence, you have a landing page, you have a sales page, you have a sales video, right? So that is the sales process. And I'm transplanting that to my or sharing that to my audience to let them understand that guys, if you want to succeed online, you have to remove yourself out of the business, let the robots, let the sales process do the selling, because your goal is to parang yung big picture overview, yung vision ng business, not to act as if like you're in the rat race, working the same thing over and over and over again. So yun yung ibig ko sabihin na I don't sell to my clients, I let my sales process do the selling.
Right, right. What will you say, Fibo, for somebody that might be watching this and inisip nila, this might be too good to be true. Like, aren't you, if you're not selling directly in person, aren't you taking away from that sales process na, syempre, iba yung may kausap kang human. Iba,
Yeah.
can a robot, kumbaga, replicate that connection, that sense of support, sense of trust that is originally, can be created through an in-person conversation.
Right. So, eto, um, yung in-person conversation is different talaga from online. Okay? If an in-person, let's say, for every 5 people, you can close one person. Okay? So online, you would have lesser conversions. Kumbaga, sa 5 na yon, possible wala. Maybe for one sale, you would have to get 20 prospects from that. So kumbaga, sa in-person, 5 prospects, 1 sale. Kung sa online, 20 prospects, 1 sale. Parang ganon. So, and here's the reason why it's like that. It's because people buy because of emotions. People buy because of the experience. So if I'm talking with you right now, one-on-one, in person, there's a lot of factors why you would buy. Siyempre, mahihiya ka. Mahirapan ka paano mag-no. And also, you traveled 1 hour just to meet with me, tapos uuwi ka lang, tapos mag-no ka. So, because of that, kumbaga, if you think of it, parang na-warm up yung prospect ba? Parang niluluto mo kasi nag-travel siya ng 1 oras just to meet with you eh. Tapos uuwi pa siya ng 1 hour. So, yung commitment level niya just to meet with you is high. That's why higher yung closing rate mo. And higher yung experience kasi you're talking with that person personally. Unlike online, all they have to do is just click X and they can just leave, right? So, for sure, your conversions will drop sa online. However, ito yung meron sa online na hindi mo ma-achieve din sa offline at yung scale mo. Okay? Because sa offline, you cannot talk to 100 prospects. So online, I can talk to 1,000 prospects per second without me being there. So sa akin, okay lang sa akin if I have lower conversions as long as I'm not involved, I am out, I can just sleep and make a sale because I'm not doing the work na. It's now the sales process doing the selling. So you might be thinking, di ba too good to be true? If you think of it, may disadvantage. Totoo. Yung disadvantage, lower yung closing. Mas konti na lang binibili. Pero ngayon, I can entertain 1,000 prospects per second for this. You cannot do that online. I'm sorry, offline. Yun.
Yeah, that's an excellent answer. Kasi nga, if it's too perfect, di ba, parang may yung doubt ng tao nandyan eh. But at the same time, you explained it well na parang, it's not necessarily a replacement na 1:1, no? You're sacrificing higher conversion, but ang kapalit nun is volume, automation, di ba? And you are replicating the connection. It will take a bit longer in terms of time na shorten pag in person. But at the same time, the trade-off is you can be more hands-off with it, no?